Well, I designed this star for the 14 pointed star that I'm making, but it also works for an 8 pointed star in 2 dimensions. My 14 is in 3 dimensions, and I needed this to do this geometry to get all the proportions, angles, everything else right, and it works out beautiful. So what I'm going to do is take a compass and draw a line. I don't know if you can see, yeah, you can see it just about. I'm going to set my compass at 40 millimeters. There we go. And then from any point centre on that line, I'm going to draw a circle. Now for the moment I'm going to set my compass a bit bigger. I should really use 2 compasses. And from where that circle's intersected the line, go a little bit bigger. What I'm doing is bisecting the angle at the, so I'm putting an arc there and an arc there, and from the other, where the line crosses the circle, put an arc there and an arc there. That bisects that line, and I'm going to draw a line which will be at 90 degrees to that first line that we put in. Now from there, all we're going to do is join up those lines to there, that line to there, that line to there, and that line to there. Now something else we need. I should have done this before I changed my compass, but we'll get back to it. I'm going to return my compass to the original measurement. There. Wait till I feel that hole. Right, and I'm going to draw an arc there and an arc there. What we're doing is finding the corners of a cube, of a square, sorry, that goes outside that circle. So from each corner of the cube, the square that we've just inscribed in the circle, this one, the circle is inscribed in this cube, this square. Sorry, I keep saying cube because I'm stuck in cube mode at the moment. There. So we're just going to put all the corners there and there and join those up. I'd love to do this in pen, but we'll come to that in a minute. Now we've got a cube inscribed in a cube, and I'm going to put the diagonals in. So this is a 45-degree angle to either axis, and the same the other way. So now we've got 8 lots of 45 degrees going around this circle. And what we want to do now is we're going to go another, join the centres of this inner cube, so now we've got a cube in a cube, not a square, sorry, square in a square in a square. And once again, one, two, three. This is the 4th level. And this star is the Nativity star. I've never seen it drawn like this, but I think this is a really good way to do it. And for wood turning, it's perfect. Okay, so one more. So we've got a square with a square inside it going to the centres, with a square inside that, with a square inside that, and then a square inside that. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares. 3 are in the same direction as our original line, and 2 are at 45 degrees to it. Now the next thing, I'm going to get a pen. But the next thing we've got to do is from these centres of the outside cube to the tip of the next cube in, draw a line, and the same to the other corner, and do that from each of those 4 points. So point of that to the corner of the second one in, the first one in the same orientation, so the centres of the one in the opposite orientation, or the 45 degree off. That's 2. 3, and from the top also. And what you'll see now, well, you notice a few things there, is that these angles where these things meet is 90 degrees. That's what I was hoping would happen, and it does. And we've got 4 longer points and 4 shorter points, which is, if you look up a nativity star, that is, they're never drawn like this, I don't think. So I'm going to draw that in pen so that it's, well, I'm going to draw the outline of the star. We're going to draw from the tip, the small tip, up to where it meets the point coming down, and just trace the outline of that star. So from tip to trough, and top to tip, all the way around the outline. We've also got a different type of, like an Islamic eight pointed star in the centre of this, which is really nice. So this is, I would say this falls into the realm of Islamic geometry, really. So there's our star, and this outside square was 80, this one would be 40, and the middle one's 20, which is not a coincidence, because they're in proportion of 1 over root 2, so every other one is 1 over root 2 squared, which is half, and then the fourth one, the inside one in this case, would be 1 over root 2 to the power of 4, which is a quarter. So that this inside thing is a quarter of the size of the outside one. We're going to use this to make a star on top of a Christmas tree, an 8-pointed star on top of a Christmas tree, the same way as that Steve Jones 6-pointed star. A little bit different, but straightforward, as long as you can keep your tips, as long as you keep a bit of accuracy and you turn your tips in the right way, I think that's going to work. And I also needed this geometry for the 16-pointed 3D star. So that's it, straightforward. Thanks for watching.